lot of people. Kerry, good morning.
Good morning.
Uh, Jimmy said he is investing $300 in the business on Facebook every day and is buying his customers. If I can use that term, he's buying customers from Facebook. What's your advice on digital marketing? Do you advise doing a lot of ads, or do you advise doing a lot of content writing, SEO, long-term relationships, making your clients, making your customers your fans? Okay, now the journey is this: customers come and go. Okay, they buy you from once and they will go. Clients, I'm sure Don will agree, clients stay with you for a little longer, and fans love you. How do you make your customers your fans?
Right. Well, so my background is brand strategy. Before being an entrepreneur, I was a consultant and a market researcher and a brand marketer. So this question is teed up nicely for me. Thank you. In terms of, so I'll start with the beginning of your question, which is tactically, yes, 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 and yes. You should be advertising to drive trial and introduce people to your brand. You should be feeding them up content so that they get a sense for what your brand purpose is, what you're trying to do in this world, because consumers more and more want to know that the brands they purchase and buy are giving back and standing for something. And so content, absolutely. As an early entrepreneur with a really early company, but a long career marketer and brand strategist, the one number that I care about the most is repeat. And anybody, you can throw a lot of coal into a fire to drive trial and keep recruiting and keep recruiting and keep recruiting, but you don't have a business if people aren't coming back. And so the number that we care about the most, above all, is our consumers coming back. So we watch our repeat numbers to try to understand what's the buying cycle, who's coming back. I think we can all, as brand marketers, as entrepreneurs, we can all try to define who we think our consumer is, but the fact of the matter is consumers are going to tell you. And so you have to be watching, listening, learning. We do a lot of consumer surveys to find out who exactly in the house is our top customer, how are they using our product. So the only thing I'd add to all of the tactics and strategies that you suggested would be when you own your own consumers, which, Jimmy, you're right, is the total benefit of having an e-commerce platform. So they're your consumers to converse with and email and have a conversation in an engaged, interactive way. And so the market researcher in me says to also add maybe quarterly, just a check-in where you're asking consumers to give you feedback, even if you don't always want to hear the answers. Give them a sneak peek to the things that you're working on next, and really make them feel like they're on this journey with you. And I think that will go a long way, and has gone a long way in terms of really creating some fans for us, where they feel like they are in it from the ground floor and they're cheering us on.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kerry. Those are some really, really good inputs, feedback, and telling the purpose of your brand. I think most of the entrepreneurs do not understand the why of the business. Why are they doing what they are doing? What's the purpose of the brand? What they want to convey? What do they want to achieve? How do they want to get perceived by the consumers? That's excellent advice, Kerry. Coming to David.